To tell us who's next into the Hall of Fame, an actor who spent several years as a dim barman. I know what you're thinking, haven't they all? However, this man went on to play a psychopathic gunman, a transvestite prostitute, and a principal pornographer. That is what I call multitasking. He is now one of the most versatile stars in Hollywood today. Please give it up for Woody Harrelson.
Thank you. It is a privilege to be here at the UK Music Hall of Fame. So many people that I admire so much, grew up listening to. A lot of you out there I just can't wait to party with. Bob Dylan. What do you think, my blue-eyed son? Where do you start with someone like Bob Dylan? Always outspoken, always challenging, always uncompromising, and always brilliantly creative. His songs could be pointed and political, surreal and silly, romantic, religious, folksy, bluesy, hard-rocking, or soft-hearted. Bob Dylan is a lot of things to a lot of people. He always saw himself as a poet, but he wasn't just a poet. He was a singer, and no one sings Dylan like Dylan. He's a musician whose songs became the anthem of the civil rights movement, and he himself became a reluctant figurehead for a generation. In fact, for many of us, Bob Dylan was the 60s, but for his fans, it was always all about the music. So much so, he was at his most controversial, not when he went political, but when he went electric. And what was his reaction to the outraged folk fans? He told his band to play it louder. Loud or quiet, acoustic or electric, he richly deserves his place in the UK Hall of Fame. Let's take a look at why.
Must a man walk down before you call him a man?
His prose or his lyrics still kind of transcend time. Like, I can read a lyric and find great meaning in it that pertains to right now.
It's so exciting, and it's so agitated, and it's so strong. There's nothing dated about that work.
Yes, and how many years handsome people exist before they're allowed to be free?
Everyone was waiting for somebody to take the reins and take the lead, and he did it. He came around right when everybody needed him the most.
He was the spokesman of his generation. It was a job he didn't really apply for, but one that fell to him after he wrote Blowin In The Wind in 1962.
The answer, my friend, is a blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
He articulated for us in song a lot of the things that we were concerned about in terms of our world.
I remember one time when I was trying to explain to my mom how I felt about life, and I put on Bob Dylan's It's All Right, Ma. You know, because his words just kind of summed it up a lot better than mine.
As pointed threats they bluff with scorn, suicide remarks are torn from the fool's gold mouthpiece. The hollow horn plays wasted words, proves to warn that he not busy being born is busy dying.
Here, folk music had been a response to commercialism and to pop music. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones are for little girls. We want music that's real.
It's all right, Ma. I'm only sighing.
Paul Simon said one day, have you heard Bob Dylan? I said, yeah, I don't get it. He said, what is it you don't get? I said, I can't stand the voice.
I think it's one of the greatest voices in music.
Bob Dylan, dare I say it, isn't the world's best singer, but when he expresses the lyrics that he's written in his style, there's nothing to beat it. Absolutely nothing.
And admit that the waters around you have grown, and accepted that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changing.
I think Bob Dylan was so much more than a protest singer. I look at him as being one of the great literary figures.
He made people actually look at rock lyrics to the extent that the Beatles were influenced by him and hundreds of other artists were influenced by him.
The way he sort of communicated certain messages and told stories was just it was so different to what I'd ever heard from anything today.
She was married when they first met, soon to be divorced. He helped her out of a jam, I guess, but he used a little too much force.
He has a way of taking things that are difficult maybe or painful and spitting it right back. That's what makes him, you know, an artist instead of a mere reactionary.
It's a storytelling that's happening that's at sometimes blatant, sometimes very mysterious. Like a
get you on edge.
It's not dark yet, but it's getting there.
He definitely still delivers the goods, just as valid as he used to be when he first started.
I've still got the scars, but the sun and me.
He's given us a body of work that will resonate, you know, forever.
Elvis, the Beatles, Bob Dylan. I think those are the three most important people in the history of rock and roll.
And it's all over now, baby blue.
The arrow is straight, and the point is slick. It'll cut through dust, no matter how thick. And I'll make my stand and be as I am and bid fare thee well and not give a damn. So, hello, Bob, and fare thee well, and congratulations.
Bob's on stage in Manchester right now, so he can't be here with us tonight, but I will make sure that he gets this probably when he comes to the Lyric to see The Night of the Iguana. Thank you all.
Okay, now to pay tribute to Bob Dylan, an artist who by the age of 10 had not only written and recorded her own singles, she financed it all by herself. Pocket money really meant something back then, didn't it? She's described him as one of the clearest and truest, non-precious stream of consciousness challenges ever. She took the words right out of my mouth. She is a multi-million selling, multi-Grammy winning, multi-talented Alanis Morissette.
Johnny's in the basement, mixing up the medicine. Now I'm on the pavement, thinking about the government. Man in the trench coat, bad job laid off. Said he's got a bad cop, wants to get it paid off. Look out, kid, something you did. God knows when, but you're doing it again. You better duck down the alleyway, looking for a new friend. The man in the coonskin cap in a big pen with $11 bills, and you only got 10. Fleetfoot, legs full of back soot, talking about the heat put plants in the bed, but the phone stabbed anyway. Maggie says and many say they must bust an early May. Orders from the DA, look out, kid, don't matter what you did. Walk on your tiptoes, don't try no nose. Better stay with briefing those, carry around a fire hose. Keep a clean nose, watch the wind blows. You don't need a weatherman to watch for wind blows. Get sick, get well, hang around and eat well, ring bell, hard to tell if anything's gonna sell. Try hard, get back, right rail, get jail, jump bail, join the army if you fail. Look out, kid, you're gonna get hit. Good users, cheaters, six-time users, hang around the theaters. Girl by the whirlpool, looking for a new fool. Don't follow leaders, watch the market beaters. Keep warm, short pants, romance, learn to dance, get dressed, get blessed, try to be a success, please her, please him, buy gifts, don't steal, don't live, 20 years of schooling, they put you on the day shift, look out, kid, they keep it all hid, better jump down a manhole, light yourself a candle, don't wear sandals, try to avoid the scandals. Don't wanna be a bum, you better chew gum. The bump don't work cause the band will still the handles. Yes, in how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, in how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, in how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before